All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MLM Monday, episode 36. We are back from Vegas. We got our notes from MLM Startup Convention. We got great stuff here to cover today in the show. Excited to have you on. If you're watching live, go ahead and post in the comments. I'm live, great to be here. If you're watching recorded on the back on the replay, say checking out the replay. You could always, once again, post in the comments, ask questions, info, always here to help anybody who's checking out the show. So MLM Startup Convention, Las Vegas, Nevada, 2018 was just this last week. Was there amongst, gosh, we had about 11 vendors speaking in the room. There were about 60 plus, yeah, about 60 plus new companies getting started in the industry. So what were the questions people wanted to ask? What were the things people wanted to know? And what were the topics that really make a difference, right? Great stuff for us all to think about and be connecting on. You know, what I find really interesting at a startup convention is both the reasons why someone is starting a direct selling company and then the decisions that are most critical for them to make. I kind of put it in two camps. So the why they're starting the direct sale company and then what decisions are critical in that success of it, right? So let's start with the why. For those of you that are joining, see a bunch of you on live. Thank you for jumping on. All right, fantastic. So the first question that I always like to ask as I was meeting different people, you know, in the context of this event, for everyone who's watching on live, there's a series of seminar teaching, so different, not a sales conference, but different pieces on topics of things you're going to need or things you should know as you're getting into direct selling. Oh, hey, AJ, I see you're here on the line. AJ was one of the speakers at the event. Awesome. You did a great job talking about merchant accounts. Good to have you here. Shout out to AJ if you guys need merchant accounts. He's absolutely phenomenal. And what we've done at the event, what's so interesting is after the seminar portion, we do a series of like a speed dating portion of come meet the different speakers and ask them the questions you want to ask them, and they get to meet each other and connect. And I always find the speed dating portion is the most exciting part of the event because you get an opportunity to connect with people and really dig into the why they're starting their direct selling company and even help them discover if this is the right industry for them and if this is, you know, a place that they should be focusing energies right in the space. And I always find that as a really interesting piece because it's a reminder to all of us, right, who are here in the industry about why you do what you do. Because you can tell the people who come into the space that are just starting a direct sales company because they just think it's a great way to make money, right? They're not going to really do very well. It's the people who have the much deeper, richer visions of why they should start this movement that are the ones that always seem to do very well, right? Because it's such something so much bigger than themselves, right? In the space. And so you want to think about that in your business every single day is how can I wake up and play a game? How can I wake up and be a part of something so much bigger than myself? How can I create value for others in a way that truly makes a difference in their lives? One of the things that I shared with every single person that came to our table that was a new startup direct selling company was that if they wanted to truly do this, we should map out a plan to get them from where they are today to $1 million a month in revenue. And why $1 million a month in revenue? Well, I share that because you have to get to $1 million a month in revenue to be operationally sound, right? So that the people who look at your direct selling company can look at it and say, I, you know, that company's not going to fold if I bring a bunch of sales to them, or they're going to be able to handle it if I bring a big group there, if I promote and do put in the time and energy to build that group. There's something magical about $1 million a month. Normally the kinks have been worked out by that point. Normally the operational team is all firing on all cylinders and it's a place that they can indeed be trusted, right? Which is what people are looking for, independent folks that are looking to promote a company. And what's also fun about that question, $1 million a month, is you get to see if the person is starting this piece just for themselves or if they're starting that piece for something much bigger and grander in their vision. You know, there's people who think small and are only thinking about themselves and their own livelihood, and they may think, well, $1 million a month is the finish line, right? Oh wow, that's all I need for my family. I'm good to go. But they're not thinking about a community at large. Like if you break it down and say your compensation plan pays out 40%, right? $1 million a month would be $400,000 being contributed to the field. Let's say that you have, at $1 million a month, if you have 1,000 people earning commissions in that space, now do you do the math? You guys get that? $400,000 going out. If everyone was earning equal, that's only $400 a person. You guys starting to get that? So if you have an earner in there who's making $10,000 a month out of that $400,000, now there's less of those $400 going out to each person. You guys start to get it. So it's really important that if you truly desire to create a direct selling company that's an opportunity for other people to earn income, right? You're gonna have to prepare for millions and millions of dollars in revenue if you're gonna have anybody produce any sort of income inside of the company. You're gonna have to be thinking that big, because that's what's required for it to be successful. All right, so that was the first half, the why behind it all. Second half is the what, right? Is what is your duty as the direct selling owner in the space? What is your duty to decide? It's not just enough in the space to decide, what products you're going to sell and decide, how you're going to make sure the company can receive money and pay out commissions on time. Those things, of course, are all really critical. But the thing that I got the most from Vegas and the people I was talking with and sharing with and giving advice to as we were walking through different solutions and things for their business was all about what do you want it to feel like for people to be involved. Direct selling companies today, affiliate marketing companies today, referral marketing companies today, social selling marketing companies today, network marketing companies today, you have the opportunity to be the gold standard of the gig economy. You have the opportunity. We were the original people who founded the gig economy. It wasn't Uber and Airbnb 50 plus years ago, 100 plus years ago. It's Fuller Brush, it's Amway. These people created the side gig that was the duplicatable system anyone could plug into if they wanted to and create more income in their life, right? And so these companies have done this for years, and now we've fallen behind to Uber and Airbnb. When someone wants to make $500 a month, do they think about your direct selling company, or do they think about cleaning houses and putting out a profile on clickcare.com? Or do they think about driving around in their spare time in their car and picking up people on Uber? Or do they think about renting out their home on Airbnb on the weekends when they're out of town? What do people naturally think about today? I mean, you can feel it as it's shifted, right? And so here's the key. A big part of mapping out your direct selling company today, your organization and your business is what should it feel like to promote you? Do people easily see a path to that $500 a month place? When someone thinks of, hey, I'm looking to make an extra $500 a month in my life, do they think of you first? Do they see you as a real replacement to a part-time job or part-time income they're currently experiencing? That's the key to be thinking about. That's the place to map out in your mind and be focused on, is to say, what would we need to do to be the gold standard of the gig economy? What would that need to look like? For me, that answer comes all the way down to speed. And I made an offer to a lot of people at the event as a freebie from our team, and it's something I'd love to share with the people who are here on the show. SPEED is an acronym for those of you that are just new to the show, for the 5 things you have to do to build any direct selling business. You have to be able to have people sharing, you have to have them presenting, you have to have them enrolling people in your as customers and in your opportunity, you have to have them elevating, so training and lifting up people, and duplicating that same process, right? That's how you virally grow any business in social selling or direct sales or network marketing in the space. And so the piece that I shared at the event that I think is so powerful, what I'd like to extend to those of you that are watching the show, is I'd love to have our staff put together a speed deck for you. A speed deck is when our staff looks through your site, looks through your product mixes, and brings you an optimized strategy of what are the ideal ways people could be sharing in your business that would get the most results based on the data we see in the space. What are the ideal ways people could be presenting in your business based on the data and the results we see in the space? What are the ideal ways people could be enrolling others in your business based on the data and the results we see? What are the ideal ways you could be training and elevating new people based on the data? What's the ideal strategies for duplicating today based on the data, right? This is the stuff that can separate you, Because what happens is whatever one of the 5 elements of speed you're the worst at, that's going to determine how fast you grow. So if you are looking for a discovery deck like that put together for your team, you're on a corporate team in a group, we extended that invitation for free to folks who attended the event. I'll make that live this week here for the show. Put in the comments, I want a deck, or send me a message personally on Facebook, and I'll get you connected to our staff, and we'll be able to do that. Just say, I want a deck, and they'll make sure they get that done for you. I want to thank you guys for attending live today. It's awesome to connect with you here. Hey, I see a couple shout outs. Awesome. Thank you, Christian. Awesome team. Keep kicking butt, brother. Good to see you. Awesome. There's a ton of you on the line. Have a absolutely wonderful Monday, folks. Remember to take this info, right, and do something with it. The whole reason we do the show, right, is to bring you guys real info, real conversations. Do something with it. That's what's going to make a difference. Hey, Katie. Awesome. All right, fantastic, folks. Thank you, Sherry. Awesome. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon.